up, guys? Welcome back to ManCave Collectibles, coming at you today with another figure review. Today we're taking a look at the fourth figure in Wave 2 from the Super 7 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimates line. This is Mutagen Man. This is probably the second most anticipated figure for me from this wave. Bebop being my number one, with Mutagen Man being my number two. I just thought this was a really cool character. I liked him in the original Playmates line. I thought that was a cool looking figure as well. He's able to add the water or ooze into him. I thought that was pretty neat. But today we got Mutagen Man. As we've taken a look with the other figures in this line, we get this shipper box, I guess we can call it. It's just there to really protect the box that the figure comes in. A little legal jargon on the back. That's about it. Let's get this thing out of the way and get to our actual figure. All right, guys, so here's our Mutagen Man box. As we've seen with the other figures, we kind of got an embossed logo on it here with a kind of a Mutagen Man logo, I guess you could say, with those eyes kind of popping out, the brain. Kind of put on a sewer lid. Mutagen Man's name here, Super 7 logo in there. Ultimate's on the top. Got that nice TMNT logo on the back. And with this being a slip cover, we just slip that cover off to reveal the goodness inside. And man, what a cool looking figure we got here. We can kind of see a lot of the accessories that he comes with. Looks like we got some pretty small accessories with this guy, so we'll take a look at all those. But really, the figure itself appears to be a pretty large figure, so we'll do some size comparisons toward the end of this video. But on this packaging, we do have kind of the green colored brick. As we spin it on around here, we can see that we do have our write-up on Mutagen Man. We'll bring that in. If you guys are interested in reading that, you can pause the video. Let's go ahead and crack this guy out of his packaging and see what we got. All right, guys, we got our Mutagen Man out of his packaging here and on our review table. And man, what a neat figure we got here today. Let's take a quick look at the accessories. So first off, he comes with his weapon or gun here. This is just a molded yellow plastic gun. Has a little bit of gold bits on it to kind of, I guess, accent coloring to kind of add a little bit of detail to it. But it's mainly just molded in that, yellow plastic. But it looks good. It'll fit real well in either one of the two hands that he comes with out of package. He also comes with a pair of fist hands, nails painted nicely. Got a little bit of design work on them. A little skin damage here on this one, but these look good. He also gets the weapons tree just as everyone else has received so far. We also are going to get these weapons in their individual painted releases, which we'll take a look at here in just a second. And then lastly here, I'm going to throw up a picture of the individual painted accessories. Looks like we've got a half-eaten apple, a wrench, a fish, a bone, a half-eaten piece of pizza, and a small turtle. And I'm not sure what the yellow one is there, so if you know, drop that down in the comments below. Let's go ahead and take a good look at Mutagen Man up close here. I want you guys to see just the detail here inside of his little case. And there may be just a slight glare on it, but I think you can see it pretty good. But you can see those eyeballs there. We can see his tongue and his teeth kind of in there. Looks really nice. The brain up top. If you're not familiar, this guy was kind of created by Bebop and Rocksteady by accident. He had kind of some ooze or some type of chemical, dropped on him. I believe they did it like out a window or something. And he happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. And that's how he got created. But we got his stomach and intestines and liver and lungs, heart back in there. Looks like, pretty much, a lot of, the human anatomy is covered in this guy. So pretty cool. It looks really good. It's kind of got like a purplish, wash to it, kind of over that pink. Continuing to look around here, I was unable to get this off. Now, in the original figure, I believe you could pop this off if I remember correctly, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, and you could actually add water or some type of liquid down into the canister. This one I couldn't get off. Maybe you can. I'm not one to really force things on my figure, so you guys can let me know if somebody has been able to get that off. I tried and just didn't come off easy, so I kind of moved on with it. But moving on to the back here, taking a look here at the kind of his life support system, I guess is what this would be. We can kind of see all that built in. Got a nice tube here that's not a bendy wire, it's just soft plastic, so it just kind of goes back into its original mold. He does have a lever here, but it is not articulated. It is a soft plastic, so I don't think you'll ever have to worry about that really breaking off of him. And then as we can see, kind of throughout the body here, you know, the skin has kind of been melted away, kind of revealing, you know, the musculature underneath that. Looks really nice, good detail on that. And then on this one, he actually has a kind of a robot or metal foot. And on this one, he actually has, you know, an actual foot with nice painted toenails there. Just looks good. I'm very, very happy with the look and design of this guy. Like I said, this was one of the ones that I was very excited about. I know I've actually talked to folks who, you know, really weren't that excited about this one and actually, you know, passed on him. You know, to each his own. But for me, this was definitely a must-have. I will be collecting every figure in every wave of this line. I think they have committed out to like 9 waves in this series, so we got a lot of figures coming, and there will definitely be some, you know, probably C and D list characters that will be released. But with me as a kid and the Playmates line being such a huge part of my childhood, and I had so many of those figures, there's really not going to be one that they're probably going to release that's not going to have some type of nostalgic meaning to me, so we'll be picking them all up. Let's take a look at articulation. So obviously with the head, we don't have any. So we'll take a look here with the arms. We can get them up pretty good by themselves there. Really no stress on those arms at all. They will rotate the full 360 around. Single jointed elbows, which we can't really quite get to 90 degrees just because there's so much bulk in here with these metal bits. We can get them up to about right there. There's a swivel right there at the elbow. Nice wrist articulation here. Full 360 spin. No ab crunch anywhere in here. Legs out to about right there. We don't have a swivel at the top of the thigh for this guy. The only swivel we're going to have is here at the knee. So the knees, you can see there, they're kind of bent at a little bit of an angle already, and a lot of that, they're both that way due to these metal bits here on the calf area. So you're not going to be able to straighten those out completely. He's always going to kind of stand at a little bit of a crouch instead of being straight out. And then as far as get about, not quite 90, but close. And then as far as the feet down here, we've got just the normal articulation forward and back, and then we get our ankle rocker on that as well. So good articulation on this guy for what he is. You know, you're not going to be doing a lot of dynamic posing with this guy. He's just going to look good standing on your shelf just as he is. Let's go ahead and bring in some other figures to show you guys some size comparison. All right, guys, and just to kind of take a look at our Wave 2 figures here, we can see that, again, as we've continued to say, Bebop is massive. So Mutagen Man is a pretty big figure, especially from a bulk standpoint. It's just a lot of plastic there to kind of make him. But you can see Leonardo here, which is kind of our typical 7-inch action figure. Then we've got our Shredder here. And then Mutagen Man being as bulky as he is, and Bebop just stands above them all. So guys, I have to say, kind of as my final thoughts here, that this was an excellent wave by Super7. I'm very happy to have this in hand. I will say the Bebop figure is my favorite figure out of this wave so far. You guys drop in the comments below, what is your favorite figure from Wave 2? What is your favorite figure overall from this entire series? I'd be interested to know what that is. I think for me at this point, it may be our Bebop figure, with Raphael slightly behind. Hit that like button, helps get this video out there for other people to see. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to the channel. Would love to have you as part of the ManCave Collectibles team. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Until next time.